N. Chandrasekaran has become the new chairman of Air India. Kerala has emerged as the top state with maternal mortality rate. Odisha has emerged as the best state with immunization. This and much more we are going to cover in this video. So welcome to all of you. My name is Manish Mittal and this is your weekly dose of current affairs at HitBullsEye. If you are reaching this channel for the first time, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you receive the notifications of these videos whenever we post them. So let us have a look at the most important news from the last week in this class. So we are going to cover up all these issues starting with the International Day of Mathematics. So 14th of March was celebrated as the International Day of Mathematics. That is also celebrated as the Pi Day. Then Rashtriya Raksha University, a new campus of Raksha University has come up. We will see where. Then GI tagged Kashmir carpets. So Kashmir carpets is a very exquisite item of embroidery and handloom that belongs to Kashmir, and it is a geographical indication tag has been given to Kashmir carpets. So they are making news. We will see why. India's first medical city is about to come up. We will see where it is going to come up, because in the last 2 to 3 years India's health infrastructure has faced so much of stress due to COVID-19 that we need such initiatives. So we will see where India's first medicity is going to come up. Similarly, first virtual smart grid knowledge center is also coming up in India. We will see where and what is the benefit of having such a circuit. Mr. N. Chandrasekaran has been named as the chairperson of Air India. Now this news might come as a bit surprising to most of you, because in a previous week video we had discussed that Mr. Ilker AC of Egypt has been appointed as of Egypt Airlines. Basically he is from Turkey. He has been appointed as the chairperson of Air India, but now it is Mr. Chandrasekaran who has taken on the reins. We will see why, what controversy it was. Then surprisingly, India has emerged as the largest importer of arms in the world. We will see the top 5 countries in terms of arm imports and a country that has tied up with India in terms of import of arms. Odisha has topped the country in terms of immunization coverage under Mission Indradhanush. So this and so many more news. We will also have a look at the Fortune India Next 500 list. So Next 500 is a list of the top 500 upcoming ventures or companies. We will see which all companies have made it to the list. Kerala, the state having envious record in terms of healthcare and education, has topped in maternal mortality rate performance. It has topped means its MMR is the least in India. Mr. Bhagwant Mann has become the first non-Congress, non-Shiromani Akali Dal CM of Punjab. In Oscar Awards 2022, India's documentary Writing with Fire has been nominated, which is a moment of pride for India. And then India's first digital water bank, AQVERIUM, is in news. We will see what is this digital water bank and how it can be helpful to us. Next is M.V. Ram Prasad Bismil. Now Ram Prasad Bismil was a historic figure, a freedom fighter, but named after him is a merchant vessel. So we will see what is so special about this merchant vessel. And finally, India has entered world's top 5 market capitalization club. So in terms of market capitalization, India has entered the top 5 countries of the world, which is a good news for Indian economy. So let's take a look at all these news one by one. First is the International Day of Mathematics. So 14th of March, basically 14th of March has been declared, was declared as the International Day of Mathematics, and because the pi value is 3.14, so 14th of March, and that is the logic. You can call it the Pi Day, you can call it the Mathematics Day, whatever you may choose to call it. It's a relatively new event that was created just 2 years back, and this year's International Day of Mathematics is Mathematics unites. This is the theme. So you need to remember the day, you need to remember the theme of the day, and it was declared by UNESCO's Executive Council. So it was basically declared by UNESCO's Executive Council. Right, in the 205th session, and this day was adopted by UNESCO in November 2019. So only in 2020 for the first time this day was celebrated. So all these facts are important for examination point of view. Moving on to the second news, the Rashtriya Raksha University. Raksha simply means security or defense. So Rashtriya Raksha University has been in India for the last 2 years, but a new campus has come up which has been dedicated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the country, and this campus is near Gandhinagar in Gujarat. So Gandhinagar is the capital of Gujarat, and here the Prime Minister has dedicated the new campus of Rashtriya Raksha University, and already more than 800 students are enrolled in the Rashtriya Raksha University, and courses like modern policing, defense studies, forensics, and different types of security related courses are being run in this university. This is an institution of national importance. Very, very important this fact is, it's an institution of national importance. It started its operations in 2020. So the new campus is in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. All these facts become important, and this here is the logo of the university, National Raksha University, or national security is supreme. This is the logo or tagline of the university. Rashtriya Suraksha Sarvopari, or national security is supreme. Next, GI tagged Kashmir carpets. Now we know that Kashmir is known for its handloom work. It's known for its handcrafted artisans and handcrafted things, so many things basically. So Kashmir carpets are also one of those things, as you can see here. So these are the Kashmir carpets, very exquisitely woven art. These carpets are. So these carpets were given the GI tag status a long back, and these carpets have been flagged off to Germany. So they will now be exported to Germany, and for this purpose the government of Jammu and Kashmir has launched QR code for this GI tagged carpet to preserve the authenticity and genuineness of these hand knotted carpets. So that is a really good thing. That shows that the value of these carpets around the world. And the main objective of this QR code attached is to help in reviving the sheen and glory of the Kashmiri carpet industry, because for the last many years, due to militancy, due to so many other problems which are internal to Kashmir, the carpet weaving industry was not earning well. So thousands of artisans were they were vying for attention, they were vying for business, and now due to these steps the carpet weaving industry is going to be revived, definitely. So such innovative steps are needed to maintain and to prosper the economy of Jammu and Kashmir. Then India's first medical city or first Medicity is going to come up in Maharashtra near Pune. And what is a Medicity? Just like we have EduCity, where different types of educational institutions are present in a single place, in a Medicity also different types of super specialization hospitals, medical facilities are present in a single or a common place. That is what we call a Medicity. And during COVID-19, the need for such Medicities was felt throughout India because of its large size and because of the requirement for a much more services in the healthcare sector. And that's why the first Medicity, that is Indrayani Medicity, is going to come up in Pune, Maharashtra. It will come up in a 300 acre of land, so it requires a lot of land for that, and it is estimated to attract over 10,000 crore rupees worth of investments. 10,000 crore rupees worth of investments. It will have hospitals, centers for medical research, pharmaceutical manufacturing, wellness and physiotherapy, and will be the first of its kind city in the country where different types of super specialization services will be available in a single place. And we need many more such Medicities, at least one in each state. to begin with. So this is a novel step, and it will take India's healthcare sector to newer heights. Then the first virtual smart grid knowledge center. The first virtual smart grid knowledge center. So smart grid, we're talking about the power grid here, and it has been inaugurated by none other than the Union Minister of Power, Mr. R.K. Singh. So this image that you are seeing over here is that of Mr. R.K. Singh. So he's the Union Minister of Power, and he has inaugurated this center in Manesar. He has inaugurated this center in Manesar in Haryana, and this center will help to bring synergies in the power sector, because power has become a really crucial component of modern growth. So the Virtual Smart Grid Knowledge Center and Innovation Park is yet another digitization effort aimed at advancing smart grid technologies and building capacity in power distribution sector. The purpose is to digitize the power sector so that there can be less wastage and more synergies, like power can be effectively channelized to those areas where it is required the most. Right? So a very simple news it was. Moving forward to the next one. Yes, so this is a kind of a bit controversial and a bit confusing news, because around 2 weeks back we were informed that Mr. Ilkar AC has been appointed as the Air India chairman. Mr. Ilkar AC has been appointed as the MD and CEO of Air India. And Air India, just giving you a brief background, was earlier under the government of India. It was a public sector enterprise, but last year it was privatized and it was purchased by none other than the founders of Air India, and that is the Tata Group. And Mr. N. Chandrasekharan, as you can see in the picture, is the chairperson of the entire Tata Group. But now he is also going to head the Tata, or we can say the Air India. Then why has Mr. Ilkar AC stepped down? He has resigned in the wake of controversies regarding his appointment. There were some problems because Ilkar AC was, he was from Turkey, and there were certain problems of India with that country, and there were certain allegations being hurled at him, and due to those controversies he considered it fit not to continue. And in such a scenario, the chairman of Tata Sons, Mr. Chandrasekharan, has appointed himself as the chairman of Air India as well. So he is going to continue in that position until the next suitable person is found. Now again, a very interesting news which some of you may not find very conventional, or some of you may not think it is genuine or so, but this report is released by none other than the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, or SIPRI. So Stockholm International Peace Research Institute is an institute that comes up with the defense figures throughout the world to highlight the problem of defense expenditure. The problem of defense expenditure, yes, because they think that most of this expenditure is wasteful, but everybody can have their own opinion. But according to the report released by this, these are the top 5 arms importers in the world from 2017 to 2021, and in this the top positions are held by India and Saudi Arabia, and there also India takes the cake with 11.3%. India is the largest arms importer in the world. So India is at number 1, Saudi Arabia is at number 2. Then both the countries accounted for 11% of all global arms sales, 11% each. India accounted for 11.3%, Saudi Arabia accounted for 11% of the total arms imports in the world. Then number 3 is Egypt, number 4 is Australia, and number 5 is China. These are the top 5 arms importers. Other than that, after that you can see Qatar, South Korea, and Pakistan. Now that shows that India is really putting in a lot of effort into its defense upgradation, defense mechanization, and upgradation in defense technology. Also, now this news can have polarizing opinions. Some people would say that India is a peace-loving country. Then how come India is, putting in so much of money for importing arms, and that it has emerged as the largest importer of arms in the world in the last 4 years? But everybody can have their own opinions. It's just a fact that you need to know about. Next, Odisha has topped in full immunization. So there is a scheme of the government of India, that is Mission Indradhanush. Now Indradhanush in ordinary sense means a rainbow that we see after the rainfall. But here the rainbow means different shades or different colors of vaccination that children are supposed to have. And there are different types of vaccinations that are covered, that include diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus, tuberculosis, hepatitis B, polio and measles. So 7 types of mandatory vaccinations are covered under Mission Indradhanush, and hence the 7 colors of a rainbow, that is Indradhanush. So in this program, Odisha has emerged as the top state with more than 90% of its children already immunized, and this has come up in the National Family Health Survey round 5. So the total immunization in India was in Odisha was 90.5%, and intensified Mission Indradhanush 4.0 was launched on 7th March 2022, that is just last week, and it was launched in Odisha to provide preventive health care for mothers and children and for full immunization coverage. So those states which are already doing well, their intensified Mission Indradhanush 4th has been launched, so that this 90.5% can be taken to a 100%, and Odisha is the state that has topped it. So this is an important fact for you to remember. Then Fortune India, the next 500 list. So what is this list basically? This list lists the top companies or corporations of India, and in this the Railtel Corporation of India Limited, owned by the Indian Railways under the Ministry of Railways, has ranked 124th. Right, so this list is basically the list of top mid-size companies operating in India, and in this Railtel has achieved 124th rank. It is the only telecom public sector undertaking of the government of India on the list, only telecom PSU on the list. It was ranked 197 in the 2021 list of the top mid-size companies, and now it has improved its rank to 124th. So that was a news you should know about, a very simple and basic news, factual one. Then another state that is known for its track record in education and healthcare is the state of Kerala. So Kerala has topped India in terms of performance in the maternal mortality rate. Now what is maternal mortality rate? It is the rate of women dying as a result of childbirth, and it is counted as a number of deaths per 1 lakh live births. So say for example, if one mother dies out of the 1 lakh that have delivered a baby, out of the complications arising out of such a delivery, then the maternal mortality rate will be 1. So it is counted per 1 lakh mothers, and Kerala has emerged as the top, and it has an MMR of 30. So just 30 women per 1 lakh live births die in Kerala, whereas as for the entire India the number is 103. So in India, for every 1 lakh women who give birth, 103 women die. Out of 1 lakh women, 103 women die due to the complications of childbirth, but in Kerala this rate is only 30, and earlier this rate was 42 in Kerala. It has further improved to 30, and Kerala has already achieved the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal, or SDG, of MMR in the year 2020 itself. So India, along with all the countries of the world, are signatories to the United Nations Sustainable Development Summit, according to which there is a list of some 17 goals. There is a list of 17 goals which are known as sustainable development goals. These goals relate to education, healthcare, environmental sustainability, gender equality, malnutrition, hunger, and so many other goals. So out of these goals, all these goals are supposed to be achieved by the world by the year 2030, and every country tracks its own progress in comparison to the SDG index. And Kerala has achieved this goal already. That means if the entire country follows the model of Kerala and actually reduces its MMR, then we will be able to achieve at least one goal out of the 17. So Kerala is at the top in MMR. Next, so 5 states election results were announced last week, and Mr. Bhagwant Mann has scripted history. Now why we are discussing only him? Because in all the other 4 states, CMs are going to be either the same persons or they have not been announced yet. But Punjab has become the first state where a non-Congress, non-Akali CM has been elected. So Mr. Bhagwant Mann belongs to a new party that many people are also calling the latest and the most successful political startup of India, because these days everybody seems to be talking about startups due to Shark Tank India and due to India emerging as the new startup hub, So Mr. Bhagwant Mann belongs to the Aam Aadmi Party, which was started as an offshoot of India Against Corruption in 2012. And now this is the second state where the Aam Aadmi Party is holding power after Delhi. So Mr. Bhagwant Mann had won 92 seats out of the 117 seats in the Punjab Legislative Assembly, and that's why this is an important news. Next, in the Oscar Awards 2022, although India's official entry, the movie or a full feature film movie, it was rejected, it could not reach the finals, and that movie was Kuzangal. So Kuzangal was India's official entry to the Oscars. Kuzangal or Pebbles. This was India's official entry to the Oscars 2022 in the feature film category. Although it could not reach the finals, but there is a documentary that has reached the finals, and that is Writing with Fire. So Writing with Fire, this is the poster of the movie as you can see over here. So this documentary has reached the finals. It remains to be seen whether it wins an award at the Oscars. So this documentary is about a Dalit-led all-woman newspaper, Khabar Lahariya, and it is based on a true story. Last year it had won audience and jury awards at the Sundance Film Festival, so the hopes are high from this documentary. It is produced by Ticket Films and it is directed by filmmaker Rintu Thomas and Sushmit Ghosh. Khabar Lahariya is a newspaper founded in 2002 in Chitrakoot, Uttar Pradesh, which is run by all women and all Dalit. So this is the story of this movie, this documentary, and it remains to be seen whether it does something that is unprecedented, because no other documentary of India has won this prestigious award ever. So this is India's entry to the documentary category this year. Next, India's first Digi water bank has been launched in Bengaluru. Its name is AQVERIUM. It's not aquarium, AQVERIUM, VERIUM, and it has been launched in Bengaluru, Karnataka. So what is the purpose of this Digi water bank? What is a Digi water bank? It is basically a collection or an information, it's a curated list, so to say, of water data from all institutions and sources, and will help tackle some common developmental challenges. Water scarcity is becoming a big problem in the urban areas of India, and AQVERIUM will have the data of where water is available, whether in the form of groundwater, whether in the form of lakes, or whether in the form of any other usable form. So this data bank or collection of data about water will help in the better utilization and allocation of resources, and that is the purpose why we need a water bank or a Digi water bank. This will also help governments in framing policies. Then merchant vessel Ram Prasad Bismil. Merchant vessel Ram Prasad Bismil. Now Ram Prasad Bismil was a historian, and named after him is this vessel. As you can see in the picture, this is the long vessel. It's a long vessel. So why is this vessel in news? It has become the longest vessel ever to sail from Ganga to the Brahmaputra. And why it is a big news that this is the longest vessel ever? Because we are not talking about the ocean, we are talking about a riverway. And this is something that is new in India. The river waterway is something that we are still exploring. The concept of waterway is something hitherto unexplored or very less explored in India. Navigation through the rivers is something that we can do. We have a lot of potential, but we are slowly reaching there. So other than the highways, the railways and the airways, the waterways are also something where Government of India is focusing on, and that's why we have several national waterways now. National waterway number 1, national waterway number 2. So in one such national waterway, this long vessel has sailed. It is 90 meters long, and it was a pilot run. Basically they were doing it on a pilot basis, and it was used for cargo movement from Shyama Prasad Mukherjee port in Haldia, which is in West Bengal, to Pandu port in Guwahati, which is in Assam. So from Kolkata, or from near Kolkata to near Guwahati, this ship sailed, and it is such a big feat because this proves that we have a new form of transport in India, that is the national waterways. And this was used for cargo movement. It can also be used for passenger movement. Then finally, the last news of the day is India enters world's top 5 AMCAP club. So India is not only the topmost country in terms of arms imports, India has also, its economy is growing, and India has entered the elite club of the top 5 countries in the world whose market capitalization is the maximum. So as per Bloomberg's recent data on market capitalization, for the first time, and this has happened for the first time, India's equities market has entered the world's top 5 in terms of market capitalization. That shows that Indians are investing a lot in equity markets now. India is ranked 5th with an overall market capitalization of an unbelievable $3.21 trillion, $3.21 trillion US dollars, which is more than the GDP of India actually. The total world market cap stands at $109.22 trillion, and the US has topped the ranking as was expected. So US is at number 1. At number 2 comes China. At number 3 is Japan, and at number 4 is Hong Kong. So what is interesting here is, if we see the ranks, US, China, Japan, Hong Kong and India. So out of these top 5 countries having market cap, it is only USA which is a non-Asian country. All other 4 countries or entities are Asian, and that is why the words of a diplomat will go through my mind. He had said much back, many years back, that 21st century is going to be the Asian century. So if we look at the economies, because economy is empire, economies create empires. USA is the most powerful country because it is the most powerful economy in the world. So the top 5 market cap countries, 4 are Asian, and that shows that the statement was really correct. It is the Asian countries that are going to rule the roost in the 21st century, and India is not far behind. At number 5, it is slowly catching up, and by 2030 it is already expected that India is going to be the 3rd largest economy in the world, overtaking Germany, UK and Japan. So this is a good news for the Indian economy. And these were all the important news that we had in this week. I'm really sure that this video and this time that you have spent has added value into your life. If you think this time was valuable, please give this video a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends so that they can also benefit from the same. Also, if you like our content, there are links in the description below going on which you can follow us on YouTube, you can follow us on different social media channels, and you can also log in to our website, which is gk.hitbullseye.com. You can register yourself on this site and you can avail the free resources that are there on our website. We will also like to know your comments and your opinions on how we should proceed about current affairs, and if you liked it, which was the part you liked the most and which one you did not. Please do comment on this video and let us know your opinion. Thank you so much and take care.